Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or just welcome to the channel. We have a Lara on the background and you all know what that means. So last time we came to this beautiful place. It's like a new city. As you can see, there are plenty of crosses here. And as we know, crosses often mean Christianity. And yeah, so Lara and Jonah figured out that the thing that they are looking for should be somehow Christian rather than Mayan or something, right? So, and this is why we're here in this like Christian village, supposedly. And you should kinda, hang with me guys while I'm doing some I wanna pet it! Ah, I'm so happy. I mean, that's totally mental, but llamas make me happy. I wonder what I can do with this chicken. Oh, he's just sitting and reading a book. Or is it the Bible? What is it, Mon? Is it the book or is it the Bible? Oh yeah, definitely Christian closes. Mission
This document
statement.
outlines the goals and works of the mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise.
So, we have some believers.
I can't quite explain it, but have you noticed how the world seems thinner here than in other places? Like, it's just a curtain drawn, and if you found the cord, you could pull it and see heaven itself. There seems like a tangible connection between this life and the next here. Or maybe we're all already dead. Or maybe I need to get out of the sun for a little while.
Secret revealed. Oh, thank you. See? To being obnoxious and, exploring everything has its
Hard work
benefits.
is good for the soul. The sect has been maintaining this mission through hard work for over 400 years. Angel de la Cruz and Truilos Serrano arrived here back then and immediately set to work. Their philosophy of labor being the only true way to get closer to God is one we still follow, even now.
So we have some founders. Founders? Yes. Another letter. God, there's so much.
This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area. A flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding.
So, plenty of things were destroyed, and then there were some dudes that came and made it seem like they saved the world. Understanding right?
My father brought us here when I was just a boy.
For a holiday.
Research. He studied Incan stone monuments. I guess it was more of a hobby. He had no formal education.
He sounds like an interesting man.
He was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I'd come back here after he died. Maybe see if I could finish what he started.
I know how you feel.
But then I just ended up staying. There's something about this place that draws people and keeps them here.
Another secret. Monolith. Oh lord, there's quite a lot to find. I am pushing F. Can I have some potatoes?
Have you come to the mission seeking salvation or its secrets?
Neither.
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
Can't go that way.
To wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Ah, enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade?
Kind of.
That's a good deal for both of us. I'm sure you will be satisfied.
So gonna buy like
That's a good deal for
everything you
both of us.
have.
Good deal.
How many?
That's a good deal for both of us.
Okay, I don't know
I'm
if I
sure you
need
will be
any of
satisfied.
this. What's that? Slower arrows, okay. I have this and I have this. Yes. Let's sell some things.
Good deal.
Oh, I can finally
I'm sure you will be
upgrade
satisfied.
my weapons. Do I do this? I probably want to come back to her.
That's a good deal for both of us.
Let's get rid of this.
I'm
though.
sure you will be satisfied.
And this.
Good deal.
naturally. And this.
I'm sure you will be satisfied.
She is sure
Come
that
back
I
soon,
will be
miss.
satisfied. I most likely will be. So, let me just see.
Be careful if you go out to the graveyard, miss. A witch lives there. She likes to turn people into frogs.
I'll be sure to watch myself.
One lady upset the witch, and then the witch made her disappear.
Jesus. It's like right behind me. I kind of discovering plenty. Am I not? Sure am.
You know, it seems like every few years, God throws a disaster this way.
I can see that the earthquake caused a lot of damage.
Nothing we can't fix with enough time. And materials. Unfortunately, one of those is in short supply.
Okay, so the earthquake. Got it. Vamos! Oh. Page from a journal.
30th of December 1603. Lopez has just returned from a nearby village, and with him came a group he says will follow him and help us with construction. There was something strange about his behavior. I attributed it to the long journey through the jungle. That night, however, he admitted what had been bothering him. They followed me, he whispered. The others.
Who?
He walked off. I spent that sleepless night worrying about his deviations toward madness.
Oh yes. Sec. Map updated. Secret revealed. Another one. Lordy loo, there are plenty of secrets in here. Well, that's good. Good thing. We do like ourselves a couple of secrets, do we not? Okay, I'm not going to be going outside just yet. Wait, let me see. Oh, that's not outside. This place is big. Oh. Like, very big. Can't get in there. Oh. Oh, she said, was it she or he? A boy said not to go here.
Someone once said if you really want to learn about a town, you have to visit their graveyards. I don't know why. One is the same as the next. Some might be a little more orderly, with neat rows, or they're like this one, where it feels more natural and unplanned.
Naturally, one wonders why would she say that? And, you know, game is saving. Nothing in here. No. Some open tomb or something? Slave collar.
These collars were used abroad the Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves.
Nostromo. Are we in Alien movies?
I wonder how it ended up here.
Alright, another map. Oh god, so many. Oh! Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating to be reading all of that, you know, because it's quite a lot. Definitely. So far I see no witch. Do you guys see any witch?
Can't carry anymore.
Maybe in here? That's kind of neat that I can see inside. That's cool. Am I missing something? Like, you know, I can climb somewhere? Oh, most likely. Most likely. Not moist likely as in moist, but you know. No? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Not. Okay. Well, just gonna go. Leave this place alone. Hoping that I haven't missed plenty. Okay, something more in here. Can see something in there. Here we go. And here we are. Is she praying? They are praying.
Some of those kids are so high-spirited. I need a little break. Don't tell the sisters. I could use a little spirits myself some days, but this mission does not allow.
This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in 1544.
Alcohol.
So
I
one
have to
of
settle for the few
Jesus'
moments of
12
quiet I can find.
apostles. I wonder how many of you guys are, you know, experts in religion and such. I also wonder how many of you guys do think that Maria Magdalena was one of them, one of the apostles. Does that mean something?
That's quite a bow you have. You must be a hunter. The mission could use a hunter. Ever since before the earthquake, we've been plagued by wolves. I can't let these children out of my sight for a second. Just the other day, I saw this one out on the road, running after a wolf. Can you believe that? He said he only wanted to play. As though he expected the wolves to roll over and chase sticks.
Okay, so we have what do you call it? Rare animal. A rare animal. Some animals that is rare. We do have. I'm jumbling, mumbling. Not even sure what I'm saying at all.
This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site.
Ana y José, las llamas jóvenes y osadas.
So, plenty of missionaries, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Merece un
gorgeous.
castigo.
Te lo aseguro. Si se compara algo así será.
pero no me queda claro lo que pasó y quisiera
Wish
volver
I
a
understood
escuchar
what
la
they're
historia.
saying. So you guys know Spanish? What if it's not Spanish?
Para que yo algún día pueda glorificar a
Now,
Pamphlet.
this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites.
Okay. That's some kind of Christian Tinder. I think this is the way.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah, there she is.
Can you help me with this? It's broken. Hold on. Are you that Lara? Croft?
I am.
I recognize you from your picture. What's your interest with this place?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
The stone faces. That's why I'm here too.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Well, I can tell you the faces have been here for at least 400 years. According to documents in the library, they keep watch. Legend has it, they're guarding a secret crypt.
A crypt?
We've never been able to find it. As you can imagine, that's what drives the treasure hunters crazy. But if the infamous Lara Croft is as clever as they say she is, well, if you were to find it, you might be doing me a favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Yes, it's over by the cemetery. It's one of the oldest buildings here. Make sure you credit me if you find anything.
Thank you. I will.
Make sure you credit me.
Did you say someone's missing?
Yes, Isabella, another member of the field study. I checked on her after the first tremors this morning, but her tent was empty.
You should ask Manu. He probably told her where to find El Dorado.
This is serious. We had a fight last night. A bad one.
I'm sorry, Guillermo. I didn't realize. Please continue.
You had a fight. I don't mean to pry, but
It's alright. We've been very close friends for almost a year, and I think both of us would like there to be more, but neither of us has broached the subject. Isa and Sarah, they often don't get along. Sorry, Sarah, but it's true. Because Sarah insists on her team being very down to earth, while Isa has a passion for folkloric tales of hidden temples. I often get caught in the middle.
those stories always come from somewhere. Even if most of it is made up, there'll be some kernel of truth to it.
That's Isa's viewpoint too. Anyway, there's an old blind man who lives here named Manu who's full of these kinds of stories. He convinced her there's a secret crypt hidden around here, and last night she asked me to come with her and find it. I refused, and we got into the old fight. It ended with her calling me a hidebound coward and me calling her a foolish child.
So she ran off.
Yes, to as she put it, prove all you naysayers wrong. This morning I heard rumors that she vandalized the cemetery last night. That's when I started looking for her. When I found her missing with no one knowing anything, I started to worry. What if she went looking for the crypt and something happened? I could never forgive myself.
All right, you stay here, so if there's news or she comes back, you'll know about it. I'll go looking for Isabella, starting with the cemetery.
You'd do that?
To be honest, I'm as curious about that crypt as she is.
You're overreacting.
So,
She wasted enough of my time, Guillermo. I know you're...
let's go back to the cemetery. What's this place? Another campfire. Prohibido El Paso. Don't even need to know Spanish to be able to understand.
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. She must be close.
She?
The Empress Jaguar. As soon as she shows up, every other animal shuts up. No need to attract her attention, right?
Right. Shouldn't we be quiet too then?
Secret revealed. Otto. Na 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 na. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to The cemetery again. A page from a journal. Let's see.
18th of December, 1604. I've neglected this journal for far too long. We've worked hard to build the mission. Every day more people arrive. Native villagers seeking conversion, soldiers tired of war, others whose faith has been tested by the long, dangerous journey through the jungle, all lured by Lopez's gospel of purity through labor. We work from sunrise to sunset, and then Lopez, or Angel de la Cruz as he now calls himself, spends his evening preaching the mission's purpose, to test the chosen one. He's calmed considerably, and if he believes something pursues him still, he keeps it to himself. Tomorrow we begin to build a library, where the box will safely rest until it is ready to be found by the chosen one.
We begin to build a library. So the box is in the library, right? What is happening?
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Okay guys, let's go back to the cemetery, and this is going to be today's quest. I'm not going to be doing anything with this campfire right now. Oh, sorry.
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there.
So we are actually searching for a library, and then we have a crypt near the library. Makes me worried that the game is over soon.
I'm sure I can help you.
I'm sure you can, yeah. I really...
Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
Yeah, she says slightly disturbing things, in my opinion. Who's that? Wasn't cemetery somewhere here? I can't run faster than this. No, wait. Other way. Please run. Thank you. This way.
So
Jonah!
there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help.
Describing the station.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
What was it? He fell down, then he met his mother. So this must be Madre. It says Madre. This must be Maria. And then he meets this woman. She wipes his face. There are still people who saying that we have this piece of fabric that was his face was wiped with. And some people even mean that this is the way we know how he looked like, approximately. That like there is like imprint on his face. Oh well, it's just so 4, 5. He falls again, huh? 6, he is crucified, and 7, he's buried. Okay. Jonah, where are you going, boy? I've been
Feels
to a
like a
place like that
mausoleum.
last
Means we're on the right track, right?
weekend. Via Veritas,
Jonah,
find
I
the
feel
secret
something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
Jonah, I feel
These
something.
notes were written by the founder of the Second Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
Yeah, and it was just as dusty. There are several ways to go.
A heron and an eclipse.
So yeah, guys, the place I've been to is like an old dynamite factory that was operating during World War II, and then it was closed. Page from a journal.
25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We travelled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration.
Sorry.
Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces.
Like, you know, you're burdened by something, and then you just do something and it just disappears. So yeah, this place, it was explosives factory under the World War II, and then naturally when war was over it closed. But the factory is still there, and it's absolutely amazing. It's like it's hidden in the mountain, so you have to go into the mountain to be able to get there. And it's pitch black in there. It's just black, and it's absolutely dusty, horribly dusty. Journal entry.
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the three of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 36. They had prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well.
Cool. Savior of a sword. So yeah, it was very dusty. It was quite cold. And it was very scary.
Tardaremos eternidades. ¿Cuántos años? Un paso a la vez.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
Along the dolorous path, it's the road that he was walking, was the cross. Not only him, there were many. Oh, Trinity, nice. He was not alone walking the path of the dolorous. This street? Can we say street? Following his light. Yeah, because he said that I'm the light.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light the end of days.
Interesting. You might kind of, you know, be curious about me knowing a little bit of religion, guys. That's because I studied it. So
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple.
Yeah.
He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He is the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
So, if I'm not mistaken, they are talking about John that along with Mary. He was Mary Magdalena and Mary the mother. He was the only one of his disciples, Jesus' disciples, who actually was there when Jesus was crucified.
26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. "We will spread the true word of God from this small mission," he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. "We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box."
That's interesting. That's very interesting. So yeah, Spartan breakfast, like an easy breakfast. So they basically think that the one who finds the box, or the one who kind of worthy of finding the box, is almost like saint, almost like Jesus himself. I don't know.
"And under his wings you may seek refuge." Jonah, those two Bible quotes. "The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge."
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
The heron and an eclipse. Just wait, because I know that I'm... Oh, okay. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Why so few
The door
have been where he
closed and a
died?
silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room, walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Okay, so it's a story about someone who actually already found the box, right? Gates of Hell. I wonder what happened to that person.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
Nice. Very nice. Is this going to be an entrance? Yes, it looks like it. Another crucifix, it's just a cross.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
17th century. That's it? Nothing else? Maybe there is like a statue. Yeah, look. Who's that? Is this woman?
Calling me a witch? Huh. Imagine.
I'm sorry?
I'm a herbalist, a shamefully unrecognized branch of medical science. And that child's grandmother was a dowser. The things people ignore that are right in front of their noses.
Yeah,
Some people are
Jonah.
afraid to believe in what they can't understand.
Ha! You sound like Isa.
Isabella, the archaeologist. You know her.
A smart girl, a good researcher, and unafraid to admit there are things she doesn't know. She's the one who broke the cross, by climbing on it. I don't know what was in her head. I tried to stop her, but she was very upset about something, angry and full of grief at the same time.
Oh.
Do you know where she is now? I'm looking for her.
I don't know. After the cross broke, she ran away, but I didn't see which direction. In the state she was in, I knew better than to try to interfere with her. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You've given me more information than I had. Do you need some help with this cross?
I do, but first we have to get those children out of the way. It isn't safe for them to be running around while we work. That blind trickster filled their heads with tales of treasure, and they think I mean to steal it.
I'll talk to them.
Okay, so yeah, what I meant was, she said like sometimes you can see what's right in front of your nose, and this is like my interpretation of her telling, or maybe not, but you know, it's like Lara, she doesn't see him.
Hey, get away from here. It's our treasure.
Sorry.
It's getting quite late. How about postponing the hunt until tomorrow?
No, we're not leaving till we find it. We'll sleep here if we have to.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come to that. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, we told you. You're not getting our treasure. Manu said if we find it, we can keep it.
That's a shame. The sisters told me you were very good at sharing, and I do know a lot about treasure hunting.
You know the sisters? She could tell on us.
I won't tell if you won't tell. I have a secret too. I'm the brave adventurer Lara Croft.
Whoa! We won't tell. You can help us. If you find the treasure, we'll split it, even.
You've got a deal. What do you need?
Manu told us we need to solve a riddle to find the treasure. Are you any good at riddles?
I'm an expert. Let's hear it.
I want you to take my supply. I'm nourished when the heavens cry. If I get sick, a village dies. Who am I?
A river. Find the hidden treasure.
There's something there.
Oh, did I find
Looks
it?
like there's something here. Fool's gold and costume jewelry. But the kids will love it.
Okay, I found the treasure. Let's go get back to the boy.
So did you find anything?
I sure did. Look at this.
We're rich. Hold on, hold on. We said everyone gets an equal share, so...
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept any of your treasure.
You mean it?
Absolutely.
I knew it right away when I saw you. I said there's a real hero.
Please, please, it was nothing. I only did what any reasonable person would do.
Thanks for finding the treasure. We're going to show it to Manu.
Well,
I don't know how you got Diego and the rest of those kids out of the way, but I'm glad you did. Now we can get to work.
I kind of, you know, lied
Where
a
should we
couple of
start?
kids.
Over this way.
Sorry, guys. Why was she climbing
Thank
the
you for
cross?
your help, and I hope you find Isa. I'm worried about her. I wish I knew why Isabella was trying to climb the cross. Maybe something about the cross can show you where Isa went.
Let's explore. Explore and let's look at the cross.
There's an inscription. Look through me to find the way.
There? Follow the path of crosses. Follow the path of crosses. Really? Should I look from the other side then? Well, I looked there, but gotta be somewhere here, right? we go. Now I can do this.
There's a whole mural under here.
Why is Jonah sounding like this? Was he helping me? I didn't see it.
Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver
The
box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
Alright. Let's see if we can find a cross line around here somewhere. Let's say he's young to have all that responsibility. Must be pretty hard for him.
I can only imagine.
So I gotta be there, right? Chair like this. Oh, now it's 3D cross.
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
Wow. Cool.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads.
I thought she was gonna throw him down.
Station 2.
Thanks.
Jesus falls the first time.
Looks like a devil.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Well, now I couldn't hear what the translation was. Dime. Sorry. So, are we going to walk the same road as Jesus did? Is that what's gonna happen?
I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you.
Sounds like a hint.
Or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty.
Okay. But here is no light. Oh, such...
Light went away.
What? Can I operate it somehow?
I'll give you a boost.
Oh, what happened to her face?
Hey, it worked.
Okay,
Light leads this way.
now we have some lights. Always good, right? Reminds me of like lighting system used to be used in pyramids.
What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Lara!
Jeez.
Are you alright?
That's very not godlike.
You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes.
It's totally of 7,
Have to
right?
use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.